For the marketing committee, we're going to keep this presentation short. I'm Cal Foxville.
I'm Ryan Steinbrum.
I'm Corey Taylor.
Brett Howard.
Alex Cohen.
John Dearwood.
All right, we didn't make an objective slide. We wanted to keep it short. Our objective was current, past, present.
We have our entire 2010 corn crop sold. We had about 400 bushels worth of beans left when we came in. As you guys know, we just got rid of them last week. We got 15,000 bushels of corn sold for 2011, which we think is too much. 3,000 bushels of 2011 bean crop are sold. It's high because the class decided to plant more corn acres than bean acres.
Alright, what we have accomplished, well, we sold the remaining beans. The bin that, when you see that leg, if it were to fall down, it would hit the bin that these beans were in. So, that'd be a thing to consider. The leg and stuff.
Get the cables tight.
Yeah, cables tight. Yeah, we sold at $13.68. We actually only sold 303. I know we thought there was 400 in there, but I think our low test weight was definitely a factor there. So we got about $4,100 out of that. And then we measured the remaining grain bins that still have corn left in them that needing to move, and we got about 19,000 bushels left.
Rather conservative estimate, but rather than run extremely short, we decided to go on that side, which we could have 1,000 or 2,000 bushel more, but that still won't put us at what we have sold.
Yeah. And we also have pretty high test weight going. I think he said it's like 58. So it'll bring that up even more. So hopefully we won't have to buy as much, like he was saying. And then we've been in contact with Denny Shannon. We got to talk about the insurance because we don't know what the insurance is covering and how it all works and what insurance is for next year.
We have delivered some contracts this spring crop, 2010 corn. We have 15,000 bushels at 377, and we took that down to Heart of Iowa Co-op. And spring crop, 2010 beans, 500 bushels at 1210 to keep up. That were already gone. Those are filled.
And some of them, well, at least the corn prices looks a little low there, considerably low, but I think the goal at the time was to make a profit on it, and they didn't foresee it.
They had really good
expanding.
prices. When they sold it, it was a really good price at the time. But
They
now
didn't see it expanding the way it did.
We still have contracts to be delivered for the spring wool crop. 5,000 at $4 that delivered by this June. Another 5 this coming March, and another 5 in June again. All these go to Keto up, so there's none for beans.
our future contracts for 2011 stuff, we got 15,000, or the past class sold 15,000 bushels of corn at 493, and then they also sold 3,000 bushels of beans at 1083.
That's why we stated that we thought they were a little oversold on corn for this time for the new crop corn, because it's not about volume, it's about price. They really didn't give the new crop a chance to come up at all.
And with this one, if you notice, it says October 1st. That's when we got it delivered by. And when do we harvest corn? I don't know if we're going to have that 15,000 bushels at that date. So we got to keep that in our mind too. And the 3,000 bushels of soybeans, it's October too. So I don't know what the other committee was thinking when they did it. I don't know what they were thinking that crops would be. Like if it was same as last year, yeah, it would be fine because we'd have everything out. But if we have a wet spring or wet anything,
My goal is to get some of our short day corn in relatively quickly, and hopefully somewhat dry. And
That October 1st contract, you can start delivering on the 1st. It can be delivered throughout the month. So you do have the month to deliver that. But I still understand your comment.
So we've been talking to Crops about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Our 2011 expected crop, we're expecting 139. If we have 139 acres of beans, if we estimate it at 40, we'd our expected yield would be 5,560. Obviously, this cracked year, we didn't get that. So we're trying to just conservative expectancy. Same thing with corn. We have 410 acres of corn. We estimated 170. Expected yield would be 69,700 bushels.
Our short-term goals are to get us out of the hole we're in. We want to fix the current state of our marketing group. As you know, we've already sold our 2010 beans, and we've measured the bins to try figuring out our current inventory.
Alright, and long-term goals, we're looking to afford contracts up to 9%, because that's what Greg was talking about for insurance and stuff, so we can contract a bunch more yet. We gotta continue to watch the market as we're getting roach ag things on online. I guess last week we got about 30,000 of them.
278.
280. It's out. And we gotta make sure all the contracts get filled throughout the semester we're here, so we don't forget any of those. We gotta also leave some gambling stock, because if we do all the marketing, the next class after us, they'll just sit here and not do anything, so that's pretty boring. It's kind of what we kind of got stuck into a little bit with the situation we're in. And then we gotta keep track of the inventory, since we're thinking we're gonna be short, we really have to be on with our inventory.
Yeah, the big thing is, like, we can forward contract up to 90% according to insurance, but we're not going to. So I just want to make sure everyone's clear. We're not going to forward contract 90%.
Got your summary, plan to fill all the old contracts, correct the overselling from last semester, forward contract more 2011 crop, not oversell, obviously, and leave room for the summer class to be able to sell.
Look at that, Kenny might die.
Alright. More marketing, this is for you.
Visual aid, 0.
Hold on, go back to that slide. Greg needs to see it.
There you go, Greg.
Awesome visual aid.
It's a true statement.
It does make its point. As a matter of fact.
Any questions?
Do you know what the break even is that we need for a price on corn and
We're
beans?
waiting for everybody's inputs.
I say we need to finish getting our fertilizers, crop inputs, as fertilizer.
Do you know what it was for last year?
Great idea.
What it was?
I don't think we've got numbers from
You guys doing any other marketing strategies like sell orders or HTAs or anything like that?
No, not really. We were actually going to think about trying to buy actually on the board, like a foot or something like that. But we're still thinking about how it's actually going to help the risk out, and we're trying to outweigh the benefits of it, stuff like that. We're still getting into trying to figure stuff like that out.
We can't go out and speculate because for full discipline, we can't go because it's against university policy, and if you so basically all we can do is award the contract.
So, like an HTA is considered speculative.
I can answer part of that. I didn't catch the whole question. We can, but we have to set up an account. We have to set up a corporate account. And last spring's class started, they got all the information, and they gave up because they didn't want to do it. Okay? A previous instructor, several ago, set up his own private account. I ain't doing it. Well, we found out that's not, it probably was a good educational experience, but that's not legal with university policy either. We can do it, it can be done, but it's going to take some people some time and effort to go through it and pull everything together for Roach or for, I forget who is it that we have the account with under Roach. It can be done, but it's going to take some effort to do it.